Hi, I'm Edsel, and let's install KVM on Fedora 44. As you see here with my fast fetch, I'm running, the OS is Fedora Linux 44. It's not a powerful system at all. It's just something for my lab, something for me to play with, uh, test things on. But I want to put KVM kernel-based virtual machines on this system. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do, also be advised I will post all of these commands inside below in the description, so you can follow along, or if I talk too fast or too slow, or if my English isn't that great, you can also follow along that way. All right, here we go. So the first command is right there, and it says it gave me a sign vt-x, and here's to check the CPU's the CPU directly if it's turned on in BIOS. Now, if you didn't get any type of response, you're gonna have to basically reboot your system and log into BIOS. And inside the BIOS, there's going to be some type of switch, where not a switch, an enable or disable virtualization. That's what you're going to be hunting for on your in your BIOS. Now let's go ahead and update the system. Okay, the system is updated, so that's fine. If it did a big list, if your system updated like a big chunk, and it says, you see little things like kernel, go ahead and reboot your system. And then the next command we're going to do sudo DNF install with the Y switch for yes, virt-install, virt-viewer, libvirt, virt-manager, virt-top, virt-top, and libguestfs-tools. Now, what those do, I'm going to inside the description, I'm going to also do a small little note what all of those things do. So so you can read up on that. Let's go ahead and type and press enter. So while that's doing something, I'll go ahead and open up, because they have this system in Amazon. Dell PowerEdge. I think this is the one, XD. So they have this in Amazon. it may not have my same build. Let's open up another terminal. Let's go to fastfetch again. You know, if you just want something at home to play with, to do your labs or anything, to test things out, yeah, I recommend it if you have a home lab, if you're wanting to do such thing. Okay, that's okay. So that's complete. I'll also put a link of this Dell PowerEdge in the description in case you wanted to proceed on that. If you want, but it's totally up to you. But it's not necessary to run it on this. Or if you just want to, if you have a virtual box and a Linux on there, Fedora 44, and you want to test out this installing KVM on that, that's totally fine as well. But let's go ahead and proceed since this is already completed. Oh, fail to start. Oh well, let's see what happens. So let's go ahead and let's start this up. And now let's see the status to see if it's running. Okay, it's running. Active running. Let's go ahead and quit out of there. And let's enable it to where if I'm rebooting, if I reboot the server, it's gonna start up at reboot. And so that's that. Thank you very much. I'm joking. We're gonna set up a bridge. Let's see if the application popped up in apps. There it is, the virtual machine manager. It's there. But let's create a bridge. That way, say for example, my other computers, if I create a virtual machine inside that server, my other computers can access it. So it won't create its own little LAN and be hidden under there. This way it'll be wide open to the network. So basically what we're going to do is configure a network bridge. So what we want to do is at first we want to get a show of what devices are actually online. So we do the nmcli connection show. And here is my wired connection, this device right here. And that's the loop back there. And then that's the bridge it created. So if I were to create a virtual machine right now, vir bridge 0, it's gonna be inside its own little network. See how it created this right here, 168. it's going to be isolated from my actual local area network, my LAN. So, say for example, my another computer cannot get in there. So what we're going to do, this is why we're going to create the bridge. So this command is going to be handy because you're going to need to, on your device, you're going to copy and paste what this is. For me, this is the device, the ENP130S0. That's my device. Your device is going to be different. Another handy command to do is we want to get the gateway. So we type in IP route. So the gateway we're going to be using, I'm going to be using, is this right here. Okay. Now, do you see, though, there's that bridge. It's going to create another gateway, which, therefore, if I were to create a virtual machine right now, it cannot, my computers on my LAN, on my local area network, cannot access it. So that's why we're going to be doing this. So we're going to call it, so that's virbro for, I guess, virtual bridge 0. We're going to call it KVM bridge, KVMBRO. Again, the commands will be written down, will be in the description. So the first thing we'll do is this command right here. So sudo nmcli connection add type bridge auto connect yes con dash name bridge dash port 1 if name oh wait a minute, oh name, I was looking at the wrong set of instructions. The name will be KVM bridge if name KVMBRO. KVMBR0 if name KVMBR0. There, it's successfully added. Now I already plugged in my IP address because this will be the next command. So notice I'm going to give KVM BR bridge 0 the IP address of the device of the ENP130S0 device. So that's going to be manually given. DHCP isn't going to be giving it. It's going to be manual. Let's press enter. Now we're going to apply the gateway. Apply gateway to this newly created device. Enter. And we're going to apply a DNS server to that device. Now this is going to look weird because I'm not using my router distributes the DNS, so it's going to point to my router, and so that's what the DNS. That's why I assigned it that address, not something like 8.8.8.8 or 8.8. 4.4 or 9.9 point whatever. And then in this command, add type Ethernet slave type bridge auto connect yes con dash name bridge dash port 1 if name, and then my device, this device right here. Let me make it bigger so you can see where this is coming from. This device is basically going to be a slave to the KVM BRO, KVM bridge 0. And then we press enter. Successfully added. Now it's going to switch up and it might kick me out, because I'm going to have to shut down, because right now I'm connected through this device. So I'm going to shut down that device and then bring up the bridge. Wait, let's before I do that, let's go ahead and add the user, and I'm going to switch this up. Let me cut that for my notes, because then we'll just do a reboot. We're going to go ahead and add, we're going to make it so my user can create virtual machines, can use the KVM. So then let's go ahead and put that there. And then we're going to go ahead and modify the user again to we'll do the add group libvirt to user. Now we're going to shut down, we're going to shut this down and then bring up the KVM bridge 0 with the following command, and it may kick me out. Oh. Okay, here we are again. Now I'm going to type in the system rebooted. I remoted in with its old IP address, with the same IP address, but let's do a IP address show. What's going on here? And let's also do a nmcli connection show. So my bridge is already, my bridge is made, the KVM bridge. My bridge port is also created. It has also been made, and it's assigned to this device. as we can see here, the KVM bridge 0 is up, and my my actual card is up as well. But let's also see if let's see if I can ping Google. Yeah, I can ping Google, so I can get out. So that the gateway was fine. And let's go look. There it is. All right, there's our virtual machine manager. And if we wanted to create one now, we can create one. Dismiss that. But I'll do that in the next video. I hope you found this helpful. My name is Edsel. Thank you very much. And all right, take it easy.